is it like owning and driving a 30-year-old Honda in 2023? And not only that, a K-swapped Honda. Let's go for a drive.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars, but the dark gets so lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence, and the dark's all that I see. When your stars have burnt out and your heart makes no sound, I'll find violet in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky.
Welcome to my 1993 Honda Civic EG. I am in the middle of somewhere in North Yorkshire, up to Nerf, as some of my Yorkshire friends would say. The roads I'm on aren't ideal at all. I mean, it's like tractor after tractor, so I'm going to have to probably tune in again when I find a more ideal place. These roads are so much better. I am somewhere near Scarborough. Good place to visit, better place to leave. So, what is it about this Civic that I like? Originally, this Civic came out of factory with a 1.5 litre, around 80 horsepower, which back then in 1993 was actually fairly impressive. But in today's figures, that's terrible. But a popular thing to do with these cars, and a lot of cars it seems like these days, is K-swap them. Now, what do I mean by K-swap? There's a famous engine in the Honda Civic Type R that people like to rip the engine out of and put it in other things to make them go faster. But this one's a little bit different again. This is the K24, which is slightly bigger, 2.4 litre. But what's special about this engine is it's got some of the parts from both of those engines. It's like, they call it a Frankenstein, where you get both bits and shock them together. So I've got the cams out of a K20 and the variable valve timing sprocket and the oil pump. What does that mean? That means I've got good oil pressure from the oil pump, and with the variable timing cam you can get a lot more power out of them. So if it's a completely stock K24, you're about 200 horsepower. With the cams in it and the oil pump in it, this actually ran at 265 horsepower and 200 foot-pounds of torque, which actually in today's hot hatch figures again still isn't that impressive, but still pretty good going. And the fact that these cars only weigh about a ton, well actually from factory they were 950 kilograms, and the 2.4 is obviously a bit heavier than the 1.5, so let's just call it a ton for argument's sake. So 265 horsepower for a car that weighs 1 ton, that's pretty impressive. And it's matched with the EP3 Type R 6-speed gearbox. So like now, I'm just cruising in a 60-mile-an-hour zone in 6th gear. I'm doing sort of nearly 3,000 RPM. So it's actually quite nice and comfortable with that 6-speed. And it's not stupidly noisy. Now the exhaust I put on this, well my friend Luke put on this, I got the biggest silencers I could put in it. So actually, to drive it every day, it's nice and quiet enough. Now if I wanted to put my foot down, well, right now, it still makes the right noises, but it's a little bit more subtle. Because I didn't want to, I mean, back when I was younger, when I was 17, I actually had an older Civic with a bloody big bore exhaust, being noises, and as you get older you kind of grow out of that, and I wanted something subtle, more refined, shall we say. So it's actually nice to be in, but when you go for it, it does sound good. Now, with it being 30 years old, you don't get any creature comforts. Now, I get to drive a lot of new cars, and going from them to this is just night and day. Like with new cars, most of them are automatics, you've got all the cruise control, climate control, you have any of that in this. No ABS, no traction control, no aircon. But yeah, it's just more the raw driver's car, I feel like, these old Hondas. Like, they are as good as you are as a driver. There's nothing going to help you. And in the wet, with no ABS, if you want to slam on, you're going to have to beat your own ABS and let off and slam on again when you want to turn. But overall, I'm happy with this car. And I think the K24 swap really brings it into 2023, where you've got the power to match up the hatches. You know, and it's quite surprising really, because people that know EGs, you know, the biggest engine they came with is the 1.6 in the EG6. So when you've got a 2.4 on the bonnet, and pretty much everything apart from the wheels is standard. Can I call it a sleeper? I don't know. But yeah, it's a nice little car, and I'm really happy with it. Well, I have got it up for sale. Why have I got it for sale? There's another project I'm looking at that I kind of want right now. I'm not going to tell you, so that'll happen when it happens. But for now, I'm just enjoying the Civic, daily in it every single day. In traffic, it's nice. It's got a stock K20 clutch, so the biting point like now I'm in traffic, it's actually nice. I had a paddle clutch in my Integra, and that was just like traffic. If any of you have had a paddle clutch before, you'll know the pain. It's terrible. But it actually is a lovely car. I'm going to miss this car. I'm going to miss it. And kind of good thing with these old Hondas. Are you going to lose money in it? Unless you crash it. I don't think you will. I'm going to find some open road and put the foot down a little bit. Having the 2.4, I feel like makes all the difference. So like, right, I'm in 4th gear, 40 mile an hour. Just all that torque low end. It's very torquey. I'm not used to that. When I had the Integra, it was just a 2 litre, and you had to really rev it hard. But these, just low end, that instant oomph, and it is good. Welcome to English summer. Well, the weather has turned on us. It is looking mighty grey out there. So I'm going to call it a day with that. This car's been a great build. I've enjoyed it. I just want to move on to the next build. But we shall see. Well, this is going to be a good car for somebody. It really is. And I will miss it. While I've still got the car, I'll probably do a couple more videos. I might let the missus drive it and see how that goes. So until next time, guys, I'm going to close my sunroof now. I'll catch you in the next one. If you like the video, you know what to do. See you next time.